All right, hello to my beautiful juniors. So glad to see you today. I hope you had a nice spring break. I hope you had a little break from schoolwork and are ready to jump back into it. Hopefully you won't have to do it too much longer that way. You know, none of us know at this point in time how much longer it will be. Right now, at least another 4 weeks. As far as for dance, we're really crossing our fingers. It's maybe only another 2 weeks. We really don't know. So we're just kind of biding our time and keeping on learning and reviewing. So this week for Friend and Me, what we're going to do is we are going to review the part that you do at the very beginning. So everyone has a different part at the very beginning. So I'll go over each part so that everyone's really clear. I think that you feel comfortable with what you're doing, but we're always having to kind of, you know, tweak it and make sure that it's completely correct. And I thought this would be a good week to give your little special part some extra attention. So when you send your part this week, what I need you to do is to start the music from the very beginning. And if you're off stage, that's fine. If you're Ellie Wild and you're on stage, you go ahead and do your part. But I want you to let the music play from the time it starts until we're all back together at the bench when we lean, 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 lean. And then I do want you to go ahead and ballet run up to the 2 lines and go into first position, because this will show that you know when to go. Because, you know, you can't really depend on other people. You always got to, you know, be responsible for your own actions and know exactly when it's your timing to go. So we're going to go over that in our review, and here we go. So obviously on this one, you know, when it's not your part, if you feel like you want to, you know, just fast forward a little bit, you know, cue it to your part, that's okay. You know, feel free to do that. Or if you want to just watch everybody's part, that's fine too. But it starts out with Ellie Wild on the bench, and she's sitting, and Ellie, you want to go look at your hand, and then this is when you draw up and you've got both arms around both legs. Then you're going to do your right leg, then left leg, right leg, left leg, over to face the back. And that's when you let your head drop in your hands because you're sad because you have no friends. So, or you don't have any friends around you. So, not that you have no friends. You have no friends at that moment. But then all your friends are going to come in and give you their flower and remind you that they're always there for you, just like we're always there for each other. And sorry, I just miss y'all so much. So it's okay to be sad. It's okay to miss your friends. I miss you guys. I know that you miss each other. But we're going to keep practicing this dance, and that will make it mean all the more when we're all together again. All right, so let me get myself together. That's Ellie Wild. The next one that comes in is Ellie Dagout. So Ellie Dagout comes on from stage right. See if I can do all this in this tiny little screen. She does a crossed right leap. So she's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then she runs back to Ellie Wild. 5, 6, 7, 8. Caroline is next. So Ellie Dagout comes out on "You've Got a Friend in Me." That's the first part where there's a lyric. A lyric is when the person is singing, okay? And then the next one's Caroline. She comes on from stage right. And now Caroline, remember right before we were made to be a part, we talked about you coming on stage just a little bit, just so that we are able to see your entire part from the stage, and you're not like turning out from the curtain. So make sure you're practicing doing that. So what you want to do, Caroline, on that is just kind of like on 5, 6, 7, 8, when Ellie's running around to the back, Ellie Dagout, you want to kind of come on 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you are 2 Shanae turns. Make sure you're spotting to the right. Make sure both legs are straight. Shanae, Shanae, and then step arabesque hop, and then you go around. And I know you know how to do Shanae turns, so just show me that, of course, on your part. That's the second 8 count of lyric, okay? So Ellie Dagout's first. You got a friend in me. Then Caroline's next. You got a friend in me. The next part are the people who skip. So you all, sorry, my phone went into low power mode. You're holding hands and you're skipping, and I know you're thinking, this is just a skip, it's whatevs. But it's not. So when you're at a dance competition, you want to be very aware that when you hop, that this foot in passe, back up so you can see me, is pointed, and that your foot that's hopping off the ground is pointed. So you don't want to just kind of casually skip like how we would if we were, you know, just casually skipping. You want to make it a dance skip, so it's here, point, and you're pushing off the ground, and you want to make it look very dancey. Okay, so that's when the next people cross through, okay? And you go around whichever direction you go. You're holding hands with your partner, all right? And then, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, I'm thinking that Brooklyn and Olivia are next. Okay, so their part, you've got to do 2 PK turns. So if you're coming from stage left, and I'm trying to remember which one comes from stage left and which one comes from stage right. So stage left is the left side of the stage. If you're coming from stage left, it's either Brooklyn or Olivia, you're going to step onto your right foot, and then your left foot goes up. And then you do another one. PK, step, hop. And then the person coming from stage right is going to do the opposite. You're going to step with your left foot, and you're going to go PK, PK, step, hop. All right? So that's what you're doing on your part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're running around 7, 8. All right, and then our last duo is Savannah and Vegas. So they're going to come on holding hands. Making sure I was getting the right foot. 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So you step with your left, because they're coming from stage right. Let me scoot up so you can see me. They're holding hands. Step, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. Now, that's really important, both of you, and of course your arms coordinate like we've always done, is when you do that arabesque hop to the back, that it's straight and your toe is pointed, and then when you do the passe, that it is attached. So then we all go around to the back, hug, 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 and then come to our spots and stand in first position. All right, so let's see if we can do it with the music. Lord have mercy, I just realized I forgot Michaela. So Michaela goes after Brooklyn and Olivia, and she does her leap in second from stage left. So she goes here, leap in second, and then 1. I love you, Michaela. I just forgot for a minute. All right, so we're starting and we're on the bench. This is Ellie Wild. This is the legs, leg, leg. All right, here comes Ellie D. Step, step, leap. Run, 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 run. This is Caroline.
You've got a friend.
Step, hop. Here's the skippers. All right, Brooklyn and Olivia, miles and miles, miles, miles. All right, this is Michaela.
Just remember what your old pal said.
The two on the side, Vegas and Savannah. Step, hop, run, 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 run. Lean, 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 lean. Run, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it's this part.
You've got a friend.
All right, great job, guys. All right, had to bring you over to the outlet here because my phone was about to die. So your next submission, make sure you go all the way from the beginning of the music up until standing in 2 lines in the first position. And I believe that's it. I miss you guys so much. Sorry for breaking down, but you know, that's okay. We all have our breakdowns during all this. I miss you. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.